a limited amount of time behind the wheel, and a desire to see how much the slightly less powerful 2016 Jaguar XF 35 TR Sport gives away to its S-badged stablemate, leads us to our tester. In British racing green, the new XF is both more handsome than the slightly manic-looking old XF, yet also slightly more anonymous. This is a lithe shape, with crisp lines and few gimmicks, save the fender vents, which are about as tasteful as that element comes. The car's charms are especially evident from up front. Inside, this XF is a mixed bag. Let's start with the positives. Despite being shod in a rather boring black hide, the front seats are wonderfully comfortable and supportive without aggressive bolstering. The cabin would really wake up with a more interesting leather, like the brown that Jaguar calls Rogue, covering the seats and door panels. Whatever you think of the rotary shift selector, the knurling on its diameter and the solidity of its action conveys the sense of craftsmanship you'd expect from a British luxury car. Some other controls, such as the cheap-looking and feeling control stalks sprouting from the otherwise wonderful steering wheel, do not. And that takes us to the infotainment system. This XF does away with Jaguar's old, much maligned user interface, which was blocky and balky in equal measures. The new in-control interface is more modern, and much more responsive, but still not class-leading in terms of design or performance. Spend some time around Cars You Connect system and you'll see where Jaguar needs to improve. Jaguar's Better In-Control Pro system, which is supposed to be a bit faster and utilizes a larger touchscreen, is an available option in the XF. We have no such qualms about what's under the hood. There's a subjective quality to how cars in this class deliver power and convey luxury. The prime directive for BMW is, theoretically, to be the ultimate tool for serious drivers. That leads to a bit of stiffness. The driver has to push through some resistance to deliberately bring out the excitement. For Mercedes-Benz, it's now to punch far above its weight in terms of perceived luxury. The deep well of easy-to-unleash power is a nice bonus, but not really the focus of the non-M cars. For Jaguar, it's a variation on an old theme: grace, space, and pace. The supercharger itself is a bit of a statement. It's been largely abandoned by the Germans, except Audi, in favor of turbochargers, which suffer from lag but can produce admirable fuel economy numbers in government testing. The XF's manufacturer quoted 0 to 60 time of 5.2 seconds isn't all that quick in the grand scheme of things. Our friends at Car and Driver managed to jackrabbit a $30,000 Subaru WRX to 60 miles per hour in just 4.8 seconds by withholding any iota of mechanical sympathy. The blown 6, however, is about more than the numbers. The broad, fat torque band provides a greater sensation of speed and acceleration than any fizzy turbo boxer engine. The steering can be summarized in the same way: muted but pleasant. Effort in normal and eco modes was light but the ratio intuitive. The steering weighted up nicely in dynamic mode, but the feedback didn't scale up in proportion. Again, this is probably exactly what the buyer expects out of the less sporty version of a sport luxury sedan.